guys, welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, MT, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever's ending is about to be spoiled for each and every one of you right now. You have been warned, because my god, do we have to talk about the bombshell that Marvel Studios just dropped on all of us in this post-credit scene that promises an exciting future for the Black Panther mantle. So if you have not seen this amazingly emotional, action-packed, cinematic masterpiece of a tribute to the late but forever great Chadwick Boseman, pause this video, ask your mama for like $20, $30 if you want some soft pretzels, and get your silly ass to the movie theater and go watch beautiful black women fight some feisty fish first and then come back here, okay? I'm not gonna go anywhere, it's fine. You can just pause the video and do that. Or you can head on over to newrockstarsmerch.com first to pick up our latest obsession shirt inspired by Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And if you think I'm not wearing one right now, you would be wrong because, wow, look at that, it's a panther! And there's a big ass panther on the back of my shirt, which you will see via visuals. Ooh, magic. I love this shirt so much, and it can be yours as well if you hit up newrockstarsmerch.com right now, because this is not going to last forever, everybody. Pick yours up today. Wow! All right, so the post-credit scene for Black Panther Wakanda Forever picks up directly where the movie left off, with Princess Shuri of Wakanda having symbolically burned her funeral garments like her and Queen Ramonda were supposed to do at the beginning of the movie, before rude-ass Namor the Submariner interrupted one of the last bits of mother-daughter time that these two would ultimately have, before Queen Ramonda would unfortunately join the Wakandan ancestors after selflessly sacrificing her own life to save Riri Williams. Much like Yinsen saved Tony Stark in a weird way. So I guess Riri has her own little Yinsen with Queen Ramonda. But before Queen Ramonda died, we see her visit Nakia at her place in Cap-Haitien, Haiti, where Queen Ramonda notes that Nakia apparently has been serving the community there for 6 years and was disappointed that Nakia chose not to attend T'Challa's funeral. And later on, we learn from Nakia and Okoye right before Namor's attack on Wakanda that Nakia had left Wakanda right after Thanos' attack in 2018 and did not come back even after T'Challa blipped back 5 years later in 2023. However, T'Challa did go to see her in Haiti. And when Nakia introduces little Toussaint to Auntie Shuri, she tells her that the reason why Toussaint was kept a secret was to have Toussaint be away from the pressures of the Wakandan throne, which I loved so much because that made perfect sense for T'Challa's character after the events of the first Black Panther film, because T'Challa was so upset with his ancestors when he realized just how wrong it was for Wakanda to turn their backs on the rest of the world, and rejected the cruel actions and the cruel mentality that the kings of the past felt like they had to adopt to keep the people of Wakanda safe. Especially the actions of his own father, T'Chaka, who left his own nephew to be by himself after he killed his nephew's father, his own brother, King N'Jobu. King T'Challa knew how heavy the head that wears the crown can be on the shoulders of even the best men that he knew, and he didn't want his son to share that fate. So keeping T'Challa Jr. secret from the all-seeing eyes of Wakanda makes sense, because the pressures of Wakandan tradition might send Toussaint right down the same path that King T'Chaka went down. So I thought this was really smart. This was like T'Challa learning from the mistakes of his father and his father's fathers. And speaking of Toussaint, I freaking love that Haitian name and the fact that he's living in Haiti, because I am Haitian myself, which makes all of my Haitian Black Panther fan fiction automatically canon. I'm sending you all my fan fiction, Kevin Feige, get ready for it. But I really love the name Toussaint mainly because of the significance of the name, because it literally means all saints. Tout means all and Saint means saints. Toussaint. I'm using my Haitian powers. And I thought this was super fitting considering that he is a prince of Wakanda, a nation that honors and is centered around all of their saints and leaders of the past, from King Bashenga all the way down to Queen Ramonda. May they all rest in peace. And look, Black Panther Wakanda Forever's ending left us all wanting more, but in a good way. Like the, damn, I was so into this movie I didn't realize I ate all my popcorn halfway through kind of way. One way to keep the adventure going is to take matters in your own hands and make an adventure of your own in Magic the Gathering Arena. Magic the Gathering Arena not only brings the vast scope of the deck building card collecting classic to your phone, it's also got high-tech cyberpunk stuff that feels like it would be right at home in Wakanda itself. I mean, I feel like half of what's fun about the Black Panther movies is the suit tech. Well, Magic the Gathering Arena got that too. Coming this Tuesday, November 15th, you can go back in time to experience the Brothers War, one of the most important conflicts in Magic the Gathering lore. You can pre-order on Magic the Gathering Arena now to get everything you need to play with powerful mechs, new and returning mechanics, classic artifacts, power stones, and more. It's a phenomenal entry point to get into or back into Magic. All you have to do is download the game on mobile mobile, tablet, or desktop to play. And if you're looking for a helping hand, you can learn to play or catch up on all things Magic the Gathering Arena with their official YouTube channel. To get started with Magic the Gathering Arena, just click the link in the description below. Download Arena for free and begin assembling your Black Panther inspired deck today. However, I mostly believe that the name Toussaint was chosen mainly in honor of Chadwick Boseman, who himself was a saint when he was on Earth, and even more so now that he is beyond it. And this is actually the first time in a mainline Marvel universe that T'Challa has ever had a child, because in the comic book 616 universe, T'Challa has yet to be a daddy. However, there have been variants of T'Challa in different universes that do have children, like the T'Challa variant that was introduced in the 2010 Avengers Heroic Age run that was the son of both King T'Challa and Queen Aurora Storm of the X-Men, called Azari T'Challa. And he was super cool because he inherited both his mother Storm's mutant power to manipulate electricity and his father T'Challa's enhanced super soldier physiology that he got from the heart-shaped herb. And with these powers, Azari joined a team called the Next Avengers, which was comprised of the children of the original Avengers, like James Rogers, the son of Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff, Francis Barton, the next Hawkeye, the son of Mockingbird and Hawkeye, Torum, the daughter of Thor and Lady Sif, and Henry Pym Jr., the son of Hank Pym and the Wasp. But since Nakia doesn't have any powers to control the weather that we know about just yet, I doubt that Marvel Studios is going to make their new T'Challa anything like Azari T'Challa. That seems like a different person altogether. However, there is a huge chance here that little Toussaint on the island could have inherited the powers of the heart-shaped herb that was coursing through his father's veins when he was being conceived via sex, the devil's organ grinding. What that means. So we could potentially be looking at a T'Challa with naturally born super strength and durability, much like Namor was for his people, making Toussaint Wakanda's first mutant, because he wouldn't have to take a foreign radioactive substance like the heart-shaped herb or the Talokan plant to get his powers. He would be a naturally born and mutated person. Like, I can see adult T'Challa's specially altered DNA having mutated the genes of his son Toussaint, giving him the powers of the Panther naturally at puberty like a mutant would, which is why he doesn't have his powers now. I mean, hell, now that we're in this new mutant phase of the MCU, I can easily see the mutant aspect of Azari T'Challa being adapted for Toussaint in some way, even though we don't actually see electricity power. However, part of me does feel like this introduction of King T'Challa's son does fuel the fires for a potential next Avengers team coming to the MCU, especially since we know that Avengers Kang Dynasty is the next Avengers film on the horizon. I would love if sometime during the events of Avengers Kang Dynasty, we got to see an adult version of Toussaint fighting alongside his newly christened Black Panther, Aunt Shuri, through time travel shenanigans. And maybe even Thor's daughter Love from Thor 4 is on that next Avengers team. Because if Marvel Studios feels fit to introduce a new T'Challa like the way that they did at the end of Wakanda Forever, this very much feels like they're setting him up to take the Black Panther mantle down the line. And I cannot think of a better way to do so without waiting for a 6-year-old boy to age 2 decades naturally than for Kang the Conqueror's assault on the timeline to involve a future T'Challa Black Panther in Avengers Kang Dynasty. But only time will tell. But this does make me nervous for Princess Shuri's fate in Black Panther 3, because if this new T'Challa is going to take the mantle of Black Panther in the MCU eventually, then something might have to happen to Auntie Shuri. So, she might be visiting her mom soon-ish. But at any rate, I'm so excited to have a new T'Challa back in the MCU, even though it's not going to be the same as Chadwick Boseman. It's really cool to see that Marvel Studios chose to honor Chadwick Boseman's legacy and keep it intact while also continuing the story of a new T'Challa in the MCU through the form of a son. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of what Marvel Studios has planned for this new baby boy that looks and sounds like the Corn Kid. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter if you want to see me tweet some weird shit and really fun Marvel theories. But more importantly, you can follow new Rockstars wherever we are on the social media. And guys, do not forget the most important part of this video. Pow! I got a Panther on my shirt, which you can have on your shirt if you go to newrockstarsmerch.com today to pick up one of our new latest Obsession shirts inspired by Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.